1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sink check. 47 throwing the ball right now.
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Peyton Lee gets thrown to, now bounced off of his hands.
Hello and welcome to Fireman's Field in Purcellville, Virginia, as you get a double dip of baseball, sort of, today, as we're finishing up our suspended game from earlier in the season. As the Winchester Royals are in town, it'll be followed up by our regularly scheduled game. Jeremy Huber here with you, along with TJ D'Onofrio. And TJ, you get the best thing. It's like coming in and eating just dessert. You don't have to worry about the rest of the game.
I mean, this is the best thing imagined for me. I don't have to sit here for 3 hours to see the excitement that pays off in the 10th inning. I get to just come in. I wasn't even here for the game. I get to come in. I have the scorebook with me. I get to watch the end of the game, see if the Cans can be the team that we know they can be. I mean, this is delightful for me. I'm going to have a great little inning here.
So let's set the scene for you. The Cannons and Royals tied at 6 in the bottom of the 10th inning. The Cannons will have 2 runners on base. It originally was RJ for call, but now it'll be Jaquan Smith pinch running at third base, while at first base it'll be Shin Inoue. There will be no outs for the Cannons. New pitcher on the hill as well for the Royals, as Braden Stewart will come on out. It was Nick Lorenz who was on the mound at the time. This game was exciting. We had a bunch of torrential downpours that all hit for about 5 minutes, eventually ended up stopping, but ended up having to stop the game. We saw the Royals end up tying the game up in the 9th inning to keep this thing going. And then, of course, the Cannons would get themselves in this spot where they can win it with a sac fly, a base hit, and now they're going to intentionally walk Caleb Freeman to load the bases. Winchester will keep their infield in. So Stewart on the hill as Victor Figueroa will step in at home plate. And we are underway with our suspended game. Here's the pitch. Figueroa takes, throw down, and Smith is back in safely as your umpires for today. It'll be behind home plate. It's Dwight Godwin. As that was a strike. Here's the pitch, and Figueroa will hit it, and it will be through. That'll be a base hit, and the Cannons will walk it off as Victor Figueroa is the hero in the suspended contest as it brings in Smith from third base. And we had a couple folks kicked out of the game in the booth with us. We won't tell you who they were. They're headed back down for game 2. TJ, we're expecting maybe only 1-2 pitches. That's what we got.
I had said that it was going to be a 4-pitch inning. With if Caleb Freeman was at bat, Victor Figueroa changes everything. Second pitch in, Figueroa gets a great base hit into the outfield and just brings everyone home. I mean, exactly what we were looking for to finish out this game. Excited to see now how quick the turnaround will be to start the game that's happening tonight.
We shall see. So we're going to take a quick pause. We will keep the stream up, so stay tuned. And once we get back out there, we will go ahead and let you know exactly what's going on. But stay tuned. Cannons win it 7-6 in 10. Our regular scheduled game coming up. Hello and welcome back to Fireman's Field. The Cannons fresh off a win in a suspended contest, a walk-off hit by Victor Figueroa. They'll go for 2 W's in one day as they again welcome in the Winchester Royals. Welcome back, fans. I'm Jeremy Huber, joined by TJ D'Onofrio. And TJ, the Cannons really needed that one. They were 1-6 in their last 7 games. Obviously, in the pecking order, this will go back beforehand, but that feeling of a win is something the Cannons love, especially after getting beaten pretty handily by this Royal team last night.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what they needed. Last night, they started having pitchers come into play just to kind of switch it up and let people positionally that aren't there play because they want to see more at-bats. It was not the kind of game that the Cannons were looking for, but for the Royals, it's exactly what they want to do. Not only were they pitching well, they were fielding well, but they were batting well, which has been a huge struggle for this Royals team. And they're hoping that that last night can turn it around regardless of what happened right before this. But the Cannons are feeling the win. You can't help but have that electric feeling, especially for Victor Figueroa, after a good hit like that, getting the win.
We'll see what happens tonight. Let's send it over to our public address announcer, Drew Wagner, for our national anthem.
Our national anthem, again, is being sung by Alex Amos, Holding Us Down. Alex is from Round Hill, graduated Woodgrove this year. She will be attending Christopher Newport University. Alex, when you are ready.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Another great performance of our national anthem by Alex Amos. Almost time for ball here in Purcellville. It's the over-the-hill rivalry. It's the Cannons and the Royals. Your starting lineups. Here's TJ D'Onofrio.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. For the batting order for the Royals, Shane Lee Wall, number 8, the center fielder, to lead off. After that, Jason Gonzalez, DH, number 6. Number 41, that first base, Jalen Hernandez batting third. After that, left fielder, number 13, Jack Hay. Next, right fielder, number 35, Austin Lafferty. After that, shortstop, Connor McGinnis, number 16. Second base, number 31, Jack Mosh. After that, catcher, Peyton Ebbing, number 4. And to end off their lineup is third baseman, number 10, Landon Bruce. And for your Purcellville Cannons, number 9, Jaquan Smith in left field. Number 88, Michael Gupton at center field. Number 99, Caleb Freeman at right field. After that, third base, Jake Slade. Number 43, the hometown kid. Number 11, shortstop, Shin Inoue. Second base, number 2, Ski Kono. At first base, the one and only number 13, David Sorg. Catching is Bear Madliak, number 33. And pitching today is Daniel Quintana.
Thank you much, TJ. As Daniel Quintana, the 6'3", 215-pound senior right-hander from Haymarket, Virginia, and Paul VI High School from Shepherd University, started his career at James Madison. Quintana on the campaign, pitching to an ERA of 5.06. 3 games, 3 starts for Quintana. 10 2/3 innings pitched, 10 hits allowed, 8 runs, 6 of those earned, 4 walks, 11 strikeouts, 0-1 record for Daniel on his campaign. Quintana's last outing came against Strasburg on the 16th, and in a 5-4 loss, pitched 4 innings, allowed 3 runs, all earned, 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts for Daniel. Of course, that was the game that went into extras, went into 11, and Strasburg would win the game on the steal of home, a no decision on that one for Quintana. So, time to get this one underway. Glad to have you along as the Cannons look for 2 W's in one day. And Shanley Wall will step in against Daniel Quintana as Winchester, I believe, using their batting jerseys today, not going their normal uniforms, trying to stay cool on this extremely hot day. Sun going down, going to get a little bit better. Here's the pitch by Quintana. It'll miss up and away for ball 1. Dwight Godwin behind the plate, just like in our continuation game from earlier. Jim Clayton is at first base. Matt Van Parish, your umpire, at third. Here's the 1-0, and that is on the outside corner for a strike.
I think it would be funny if the umpires actually all switched positions between games. That would have made it fun for us.
Well, the only issue with that would be having to switch out the gear. Here's the 1-1, as that will miss outside. And again, you see it, but times where an umpire might get hurt and you end up having guys swapping all that gear out. You got the shin guards and everything. It's a whole ordeal. So 2-1 pitch. That will be on the outside corner at the knees for strike 2. So probably a good idea they didn't do it to keep this thing rolling as quickly as we could.
We were already having a late start. Don't make it later.
Here's the 2-2. That is low. So Quintana going to go to 3-2. Yeah, it was, I believe, about 7:15 we got things started. Maybe a little later than that, actually. We were shooting for that, but we didn't get there. Payoff pitch. That'll be hit down to first base. Sorg Fields will take it himself for out number 1.
David Sorg, I was talking with him before the game. I was actually throwing BP for him, and he said something about today feels special. He said it's nice and hot out, but something today feels different. He was saying his mentality at hitting is all changing, and he's really excited to see what he can do today, and I'm excited to see what he will bring to the field today.
Here comes Jason Gonzalez, the DH tonight, as he takes the breaking ball in for a strike. I tell you, that might be David Sorg type of weather, the Arkansas kid. Again, a lot of days like that.
Just might be.
Down in his home state. A 1 pitch that's ripped up the middle for a base hit as Gupton will come on and field it. But on at first base will be Gonzalez after a 2-for-5 night last night. He has a single here, and the Royals have their first base runner. Here's Jalen Hernandez. Hernandez, first baseman. He was the first baseman in the game from earlier today, or I guess the continuation in the original game. It's going to get very confusing.
And we're going to make it more confusing.
We'll try our best not to.
We're running all the fun.
Throw over and going to get away, and Sorg's going to have to chase it down to right field as Gonzalez will cruise into second base. And Gonzalez did not have much of a lead, but was trying to get that little kind of slide-stepping lead, and I think Quintana thought he had him leaning, but instead a wild throw. Sorg can't handle it, and now runner in scoring position for Jalen Hernandez. Long look in for Quintana. He delivers. That'll miss outside. Magliat with a nice save to keep it from going to the backstop. Was an error on that play. I believe he won. So 1-0 count, no score here in our regularly scheduled game between the Cannons and the Royals. 1-0. That's ripped out into right center field. It's going to get down for extra bases. One hops off the wall. Runner will come in to score. And Hernandez into second base with an RBI double. And the Royals break on top here in the first. 1-0 on the Cannons.
Now batting, left fielder, number 13, Jack Payne.
Not the start Quintana wanted to see for himself, as he is someone who holds himself to a high degree and a high standard on the mound. Hitting that double, that was a wild pitch, his error, his mistake. He's not going to let that happen again, I have a feeling. He's going to come back from this and play just as well as we know and seen him play before.
I'll tell you what, the last few games, the Cannons especially have had at home these rough first innings by their pitchers. And this one may be starting out the same way. Here's Jack Hay, who will hit it the other way as Slade backhands it, throws over, and in time, gets him by a step as Hay unable to beat it out. Nice play by Slade. The runner stays at second base. Now 2 outs for the Royals.
And that's Jake Slade. That play summarizes how he's played this entire season, or so far in the campaign so far for Jake Slade, is that play right there. Backhand save into a great throw to first to barely make it.
Here's Austin Lafferty, the right fielder tonight. He didn't play last night as he takes a breaking ball in for a strike. Lafferty out of Akron, a sophomore.
Averaging .341 on the season.
Here's the 0-1. That will get away on the check swing. And on the appeal, said it is a swing. So Lafferty down 0-2, but a runner at third base. So Hernandez at third. Lafferty with an 0-2 count. As Hernandez tries to find a way in while Quintana tries to find a way to end this inning.
The eternal struggle.
Here's the 0-2. That is hit out to right center. Could be trouble. Gupton going over, and it will be off the wall. And another double, RBI double on an 0-2 count as Lafferty gets a hold of it and puts another run on the board. It's Royals 2, Cannons nothing, top of the first.
Shortstop, number 16, Connor McGinnis.
Do we have something in the first inning that says, like, we have to play not good? Is there, like, a new rule for the Cannons there?
Yeah, I'm sure Brett Fuller would love to see his guys have some better starts, especially the pitching staff would love it too. But here's Connor McGinnis, shortstop tonight. He's out of Blinn Community College and headed to Houston in the fall. Here's the pitch as Quintana slipped, but still delivers the strike. That's been an issue here at Fireman's Field for at least the last week and a half. There's the landing spot for right-handed pitchers. A lot of guys have had issues with it. Quintana almost ended up on his backside there, but still gets the strike. Here comes the 0-1, long look. Here it is. That is hit foul, and again, Quintana up 0-2 in a count.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Quintana is a special player. This guy has speed and control. He's going to excel when he moves to a little bit smaller school like Shepherd, and he's getting a lot more minutes and a lot more playing time. This guy's going to see some major moves, I think, this year.
Long look in from Daniel. Shakes off Madliak a couple times. Finally gets what he wants. Here's your 0-2. And this will be a ball, and it will be off on Madliak as he appeals. No swing. And
like
another runner goes down to third base.
Do you feel like we saw something that just happened like this? I don't think Jalen Hernandez just did the same thing a second ago, did he?
Yeah. 1-2 coming up as Quintana will try to end this inning. Here it is. That's low, and Madliak will smother it. Count goes 2-2.
Great block there by Madliak. Put his chest down for it to really make sure it didn't stay down.
And Bear trying to get a little beat up back there. Trying to keep another run off the board as Quintana doing a little mound maintenance. Tries to find a put-away pitch to end this inning. 2-2. That'll miss outside. Count goes 3-2.
Quintana wanted Connor there to chase. That's what he was looking for. He's looking for him to swing on something that he shouldn't be swinging at. And
payoff pitch coming up.
I can't watch.
Here it is. And that will be grounded foul, so we'll do it again. Quintana, as TJ referred to, Shepherd College, but also time at James Madison.
Yeah, he was good at James Madison too. Used to cook my coastal, my shots.
Cannons have had a few standout players from James Madison over the years. Joe Vigatsky, one of them, 3-2 pitch, misses high. So now it'll be McGinnis down to first base. And the inning continues as Jack Mosh coming to the plate with 2 men on, still 2 outs.
You can see from Daniel's expression there, that's not what he wanted to see. He missed through that or something because he was not happy with how he played that. I'm sure we'll see him make up for it against Jack Mosh, the second baseman.
Mosh coming to the plate. I believe
he is a hitter. 344 average with 35 at-bats, 13 runs.
Here's the pitch. That is on the outside corner for a strike.
35 at-bats, 13 runs, 12 hits, 2 doubles, a triple, 2 RBIs, 9 walks.
Quintana, a long look in. And here's the 0-1. That's going to miss in the dirt. This count goes to 1-1. Cannons, as we mentioned before, this is basically will be the third result for them against the Winchester Royals in basically almost less than 24 hours. Yesterday's game was a 5 o'clock game because of the situation, no lights out at Winchester's home park. 10-3 win for the Royals. Here's the 1-1. That'll be popped up on the infield. Slade calling for it, and he will make the catch for out number 3. But the RBI doubles by Jalen Hernandez and Austin Lafferty have made it a 2-0 game. Cannons coming to the plates in the bottom of the first inning. Welcome back to Fireman's Field. 2-0 lead for the Royals against the Cannons. With your lineups, here's TJ.
Thank you so much. Batting first for the Cannons, number 99 right fielder Caleb Freeman. Batting second, number 11 shortstop Shin Inouye. Batting third, number 33 catcher Bear Madliak. 43 third baseman Jake Slade. First baseman number 13 David Sorg. Next, Jaquan Smith, the left fielder, number 9. Michael Gupton, number 88, center field. Ski Kono, second baseman, batting last. Defensively, Jake Hayens, left field. Shanley Wall at center field. Austin Lafferty at right field. Landon Bruce at third. Connor McGinnis at short. Jack Mosh at second base. Jalen Hernandez at first. Payne Ebbing at catcher. And Mike Lane at first, or as pitcher.
Thank you much, TJ. Michael Lane, the right-hander, out of Bear, Delaware, as he delivers to Freeman as he takes ball high. Freeman, of course, saw an at-bat in the continuation of the suspended game earlier, was intentionally walked, so really not much of an at-bat, as that'll miss for ball 2. Lane, 6'1", 185-pound freshman, pitched at Delaware State this past year. 12 appearances, 3 starts. Here's the pitch as Freeman's bat goes flying, ends up on the top of the dugout of the Cannons as Brett Fuller scrambles away. Used to balls coming at him, but not so much bats.
Looks like everyone's getting him nope, they just threw him more racks. More tar.
And got to get that.
Yeah. Got to get nice and sticky.
Nice and good grip. And Freeman will head back to the plates. 2-1.
Oh, Freeman.
Freeman steps back in. Lane delivers, and that breaking ball will miss, so count goes to 3-1. Ball is flied out to left field, trying to find it, and he will. Looked like for a second he had an issue finding the ball in the high sky, but he makes the catch for out number 1. Here comes Shin Inoue. 0 for 2 last night. A lot of 0-fers in that loss against the Royals last night. Here's the lane pitch, as that is going to miss inside for a ball. Last few times that Shin's been here at Fireman's, been good for him. Pair of home runs in his last 2 games. Here's the 1-0, as that will miss high and away for ball 2. Here's the 2-0, and Shin will take that one for a strike. On the campaign, Lane comes in. 3 games, 3 starts, 13 and a third innings pitch, 6.75 ERA. 2-1 pitch, that'll be fouled off, and now Inoue count to 2-2.
Talking with Inoue, I also did his BP earlier, and he was saying the biggest thing for him is consistency at the plate. The swing needs to be the exact same every single time. Never any change.
Here's 2-2. That is going to miss high. That's a good point, TJ. Obviously, guys want to keep that consistency of swing, really consistency of everything.
Yeah.
Pitchers want a consistent delivery. Here's the payoff pitch, and Inoue takes high for ball 4. So Cannons have their first base runner as they trail 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring on Bear Madliak.
Bear Madliak has been an absolute stud for the Cannons. Huge coming into this team, quickly became known as the captain of the team. He's a no-nonsense leader who just really is phenomenal.
Here's the pitch, as that is in there for a strike. Of course, Madliak back with the Cannons after a summer away. Played in 2022 as part of that Cannons team that made the North Finals. 0-1. Bear takes as it gets the backstop. Ebbing gets it on the rebound, but Inoue cruises into second base.
Madliak also was a finalist for the Buster Posey Award this past year as catcher at Jacksonville State University. Just goes to show even more about how phenomenal of a player he is and what caliber he is at.
Originally started his college career at Georgia, but has excelled at Jacksonville State. Here's the 1-1. That will catch the outside corner for strike 2. Count goes to 1-2. Bear in the portal looking for a new home. Here's the 1-2. As he'll tap that one to the left side. Could be trouble. And getting him at first base just in time is Bruce, as he kind of double clutched. Didn't get it cleanly the first time, but able to get Madliak at first base by a step for the second out of the inning.
And you know what? I'll take it because it means Shin got to third base, which is good for him because Victor Figueroa, if he can just get another base hit like he did at the very end of the last game that we saw, the continuation game, we have a man in.
Here's the pitch, and Figueroa swinging on the first pitch, fouls it away, as TJ referenced. Game-winning RBI for Figueroa in the completion of the suspended game earlier. A solid single up the middle. If he gets one of those here, Cannons will cut the deficit in half. 0-1, and that'll miss inside. Last night, Figueroa was 1 for 2 with a home run knocked into.
Yeah.
So Figueroa swinging a decent stick right now. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and miss. Going for the downs on that one. He's down 1-2.
He wasn't even going for the short porch there. He was going for the whole caboodle at 367 or 388 there.
1-2. Figueroa takes high for ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2. 2-0 lead for the Royals here in the bottom of the first inning. Pair of RBI doubles. 2-2. Figueroa will not go around. Will we appeal? He ring him up, as Matt Van Paris said Figueroa did not hold up, and that will be the third out of the inning. Cannons strand Inoue at third base. After 1, it's Royals 2, Cannons nothing. Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a two-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. Coming up for Winchester, it'll be Ebbing, Bruce, and top of the order in Wall as they lead 2-0. Cannons giving up 2 runs in the top of the first inning on a pair of RBI doubles. So Ebbing steps in, did not play last night, the catcher from Kent State. As Ridge Fuller Tardy getting back over from the other side.
He's got more speed on him than I thought.
Well, he's an old rugby player. He can get going. He's a fly, I believe. That's going to be hit to the rights of Inouye, in for a base hit. 4th hit of the game for the Royals as their surge at the plate from last night continues. They've got the leadoff man on here in the top of the second. Landon Bruce coming up. Bruce playing third base tonight. Made a play that was pivotal in that bottom of the first inning. Quintana delivers and misses behind the batter, and a great play by Madlack to snag it. Didn't let it go to the backstop. Quintana taking his time as he looks in. Daniel comes set. Throws over, and tag applied, back in safely as Ebbing.
Third baseman, number 10, Landon Bruce.
Bruce out of San Jacinto North. 1-0, as that'll be hit to shortstop. Slow. They'll go to second for 1, over to first, not in time, as they get the lead runner. And 1 out here in the top of the second inning.
Center fielder, number 8, Shanley Wall.
So fielder's choice as Ebbing is retired 6-4. Bruce on at first base, and coming up is Shanley Wall, center fielder. He grounded out to first, his first time up to lead off the game. Throw over and close, and he is out. Wow. Bruce tried to shuffle his way back into the base and gets the tag applied by Sorg. Pick off by Quintana, and 2 quick outs here in the top of the second inning. Daniel delivers, and that misses outside for a ball. Wall last night, 1 for 4, had an RBI, scored a run, had a walk as well. 1-0 pitch, that is going to miss inside for ball 2. Here's the 2-0. That'll miss. Actually going to catch the corner. Wow. Looked like that was outside, but he gets the call from Dwight Godwin. Here's your 2-1. And Bear Madliak tries to frame that one like he did the last time, but Godwin doesn't fall for it. Shanley Wall from East Stroudsburg University. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be hit the other way in for a base hit. So finding some success in that 5.5 hole as Wall keeps the inning going with a single with 2 outs.
And that's interesting because that's been the toughest part of our defense right there is that 5-6 hole. Shin Inouye and Jake Slade have played so well together this entire season. This is the most amount of balls I think in 2 innings that I've seen slide through between them.
Well-placed hits by the Royals. Throw over back in safely as Jason Gonzalez at the plate. Gonzalez singled back in the first inning, would come around to score. He was on first base on that errant pickoff throw as he will rock this one out to left center. Going back, and Smith makes the catch in the gap. You basically have 2 center fielders out in left and center today. They showed it off right there. As if Smith wouldn't have got it, Gupton would have. The Royals leave one on. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's Winchester 2, Purcellville nothing. Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. 5, 6, and 7 for the Cannons here in the bottom of the second inning. Slade, Sorg, and Smith. As Michael Lane delivers, and will be hit out to shortstop on the bounce. Play by McGinnis, throws over in time for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Michael Lane.
That did not take long from Jake Slade. Unexpected to see him. He's going through a little bit of a downswing after such a hot start this season. Hopefully he can pick it back up.
Here's David Sorg as he takes high and inside, and you have to wonder a little bit, is it injury related? And that little hand
After
issue.
that thumb,
and
yeah.
has he been able to kind of get back, kind of gutting through it? Here's the 1-0. Sorg will go around as Matt Van Paris says strike. So 1-1 count. Sorg comes in hitting .297 as he will foul this one off his foot. As Dwight Godwin points to the batter's box, said he was in, which means he's okay. Sorg on the campaign does not have a home run. Obviously, the big frame he has in Fireman's Field, you think he'd turn on one and put it out of here. Here's the 1-2 as Sorg takes up high for a ball.
You know, he hasn't actually played all that much at home. He's more of an away worry game guy because him and Michaels have been switching.
2-2, and swings and misses for strike 3. So Sorg goes down swinging. Second strikeouts of the game for Michael Lane. And Jaquan Smith will come to the plate looking to extend things for the Cannons here in the bottom of the second. Lane delivers, and Smith swings through it for strike 1.
I'm a big fan of the Michael Gupton, Jaquan Smith in the outfield together. I think that's an electric duo.
Really good outfield defensively today for the Cannons as that misses outside for ball one. When you think about really two center fielders and then a Freeman in right who has made all kinds of good defensive plays out there. Here's the 1-1 as Jaquan will hold up that time. Matt Van Paris gives the safe sign. So counts at 2-1 as Jaquan Smith steps back in. The aforementioned Michael Gupton is behind him on deck. Lane delivers. Jaquan takes, and that is low at the knees for a strike. Count it 2-2, 2 outs here in Purcellville. 2-0 lead for Winchester. In the bottom of the second inning, here's the lane delivery, and Jaquan will foul it off the handle, so he stays alive.
I feel like we've talked about this so many times about guys who can extend their at-bats with those foul balls when they know it's coming in, but they know they don't have the right grip on it or the right angle on it, so they just foul it off. We have a lot of those guys here who are amazing at that.
Mark of a pretty good hitter. Here's the 2-2 as Smith takes high, and count will go full at 3-2. Lane, I think, a little frustrated, didn't hit his spot. So Jaquan, speedster just like Gupton, trying to get on base. 3-2 pitch, that will miss high. So Lane lost the release point a bit there, and now a weapon on the bases as the speedy Jaquan Smith will be at first base.
And as Gupton steps to base, I think we should just congratulate him for committing to Samford. He is now going to be their starting center fielder, he said, and he is more than ecstatic to go. He's so thrilled, he was telling me.
Awesome news for Mike as he fouls that one away. Was last year at Gulf Coast Community College, started his college career at NC State. So, hoping for all the best. A lot of these guys in the transition to different schools in this brand new world of college athletics. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes, throw down. It is wide of the target, and Jaquan will be in safely. But 2 strikes on, actually 2 strikes, or was it a ball? So it is an 0-2 count. As Gupton trying to, I believe, get the count straight before he steps back in. Now he will, going to be an 0-2 count. So stolen base for Smith, but Gupton looking at an 0-2. Jaquan gets his lead. 0-2. And Gupton fouls it off to stay alive.
Remember, our foul ball sponsor tonight is Jimmy Eagle Distributing.
Fans are getting all excited. Know what for?
Well, it's freezer pop night, so on a day like this, you got to get those freezer pops. Here's the 0-2, and Gupton will nub it back to the mound. Lane throws, and in time to get the speedy Gupton by a step. Cannons again leave 1. We played 2. It's the Royals 2. Cannons nothing as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game, June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. Welcome back to Fireman's Field as Daniel Quintana getting ready for another inning of work. Games all over the valley tonight on a hot day, but everyone got their games in or getting their games in. To tell you about those and give you your next 2 innings of play-by-play. Here's my partner, TJ.
Thank you so much, Jeremy, and absolutely I can tell you guys all about that on what's going around the league today. First, we're going to let Daniel Quintana step to the plate. Stepping up to the plate is Jalen Hernandez. The next after that would be Jack Hay and Austin Lafferty. As Quintana pitches, ball 1. Around the league, Covington is beating Culpeper 2-0 as Quintana delivers right down Broadway, strike 1. Strasburg and Front Royal got postponed. Charlottesville and Braves are 0-0 at the top of the first as Quintana delivers, swings and he misses. Waynesboro, Harrison 0-0. Newmarket and Woodstock have not started yet. They are on a delay. Quintana delivers. There's another ball. 2-2 count. Here for Jalen Hernandez. Previously had an RBI with his double in the first inning as Quintana delivers. 2-2 count. There it is. Strikeout looking. Jalen Hernandez does not seem to like that call.
Now batting, left fielder, number 13.
Still giving it to Dwight Godwin. Got to watch himself. He might get ejected.
Seems to be a thing that happens a lot in these games. Looks like Brett Fuller needs to have a conversation with Quintana. I'm wondering if Quintana had said something after a great pitching performance there. They're bringing out a new pitcher, it looks like, and we will be back to tell you all about it after a short break here, folks.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game, June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Purcellville. Fireman's Field, home of your Purcellville Cannons. Now on the mound is Blake McMillan from Niagara University, staying at 6'5", 215 pounds. McMillan so far in the campaign. 4 innings pitched, 6.75 ERA, walked 1, 7 strikeouts, allowed 7 hits, 1 game played, 1 game saved. And then over at Niagara, this past season had an ERA of just 2.35 with 6 appearances, 3 starts, 15.1 innings pitched, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, all of those were earned, and allowed 7 walks with 16 strikeouts. So he's going to be seeing Jack Hay for his first pitch of the night. He delivers. Flew right past Bear for ball 1.
Yeah, got a piece of Dwight Godwin, and he's going to have to walk it off. And right now, Bear going to go out and maybe try and waste a little bit of time, or I don't know. Maybe got crossed up as he'll talk to Godwin now, give a little my bad, but I'm assuming that's what happened, is that something was wrong, like a little miscommunication between catcher and pitcher, because a ball like that pretty much hit Godwin on the fly. McMillan, you kind of mentioned his background in Niagara. That was a tournament team this year, so guy pitched good innings for a team that made the big dance.
He's currently in the portal, as well as their head coach just signed to William & Mary as he delivers his next pitch high outside, 2-0 count. The head coach of William & Mary just went to, or the head coach of Niagara University just got signed to William & Mary, and Blake McMillan is now in the portal for his final season. As 2-0 is the count, he delivers. There's another ball, 3-0. Not what you want to see.
That's an interesting one, because I don't know, sometimes guys will follow their coach. I don't know. I don't think the Niagara standards are up to William & Mary's, which are some of the highest you're going to find. So that's a tough follow.
3-0 delivers, strike 1 as he gets that top corner of it. Yeah, William & Mary, the D1 school here in Virginia. Pretty high standards academically, as swings and he gets a piece of it, goes over to Ski Kono at second, throws over to David Sorg for an easy out at first. Taking care of business against Jack Hay, Ski Kono does.
Again, you've kind of touched on it, TJ, that really how good this defensive infield is, especially in its alignment with Slade over at third base and Kono at second, with Inouye at shortstop.
Absolutely. It's a stunning, it's some of the best I've heard, talk to some people who have been here a long time, including you, saying this is some of the best defense that they've seen, as Austin Lafferty steps to the plate.
And one of the really good,
with the ball.
Sorry, TJ. One of the really good things is that kind of the fundamentals of an Inouye, of a Kono, guys that are always at the right spots, always at the right angles.
McMillan delivers inside, low, ball 2.
That's so important, taking the right path to the ball. Not taking the wrong path and then you kind of behind the 8 ball.
McMillan delivers. There's the strike for him, as the fans seem to like that call. 2-1's the count. McMillan a chance to put it away. Put this batter away to end the inning. Here he delivers down low. 3-1's the count. Delivers, swung the bats, going to deep left field. Jaquan Smith tracking it and gets an easy routine for him. Exactly. Out into the outfield, and that's only because it's Jaquan Smith, such a talented player. It is 2-0 here at Fireman's Field, as we'll take you to the bottom of the 3rd after this short break.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game, June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, folks. Home of your Purcellville Cannons, where they currently trail 2-0 against the Royals. Ski Kono takes home plate. Mike Lane delivers way outside, ball one. Kono's first at-bat coming in here at the bottom of the third. Freeman on deck. Shin Inouye are the slated batters as Mike Lane delivers again. Going over to the umpire for the decision. He says he did not turn the bat. 2-0 is the count. Mike Lane delivers again. Ski gets a piece of it. It's going to go foul. 2-1.
Of the starters yesterday, Ski's the only guy that had a really good game. Went 3 for 3 with a double.
2-1's the count. He delivers. Ski gets a piece of it, bounces past the batter, bounces past the pitcher, and it goes over to first to get him out, as it's just not hard enough to get out. Now Caleb Freeman stepping to the plate. Also, I just want to make it clear with Jaquan Smith's last out there in the bottom of at the top of the third. What a play by him. Routine, I meant only for him. Gets the angle, gets the speed, and has the lengthy body to get there. It was beautiful as Freeman takes his first pitch. Ball one.
Yeah, Jaquan, just the angles he takes, just a really good outfielder defensively.
Freeman flies his bat again. That's the second time today.
I tell you what, you have to wonder, did he switch batting gloves? And that's the only thing I can think of that at this point, because he's going to put the same amount of pine tar on his bat that he normally would.
Yeah.
So is it possible he misplaced his batting gloves, got some new ones, and it just doesn't have the same tack for him because he keeps letting it go?
It's actually, again, throwing BP with him this morning. It's actually that he's trying to change a little bit in his stance about where the bat sits, and I think it's messing him up as he's trying to switch hit. 1-1's the count. He delivers it, takes a strike. 1-2's now the count. He said he's trying something to get more power on a switch hit by changing his stance. As 1-2's the count, delivers, takes it inside, gets walked, hit by pitch. Freeman, as we know, loves to walk to first base.
A little more painful this time,
Yeah.
getting hit by pitch, but still on. And that's a good point that you made, that it does look like he's kind of got that bat a little looser up top, and we've seen it a couple times go flying.
Him and Victor Figueroa, actually, before the game, were sitting there talking for about 35 minutes just while we were throwing BP, getting ready as Shin Inouye steps to the plate. Lane delivers. Inouye takes, bounces over to shortstop, throws it over to second base, throws it over to third to get Shin safe. Fielder's decision to get Caleb Freeman out at second as Connor McGinnis catches the bouncing ball, threw it over to Wall.
Yeah, fielder's choice, but Shin hustling down to make sure it wasn't a double play. But again, not a lot of good contact off of Lane today. A lot of dribblers, balls off the handle. Give the pitcher credit. He's moving it around on the Cannons hitters.
Bear Madliak stepping to the plate. Sees a pitch. Strike one. Bear does not like that call, but is what it is. You got to roll with the punches, he says, whenever he sees a pitch he doesn't like and hears the call he doesn't want to hear. Sees another one, gets a piece of it, flying out to deep right field, but it's going to be easy cleanup for Oster Lafferty to end this inning. Still 2-0. Royals winning against the Cannons right now. We will be back to bring you the top of the fourth inning, folks.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball. And if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a two-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, folks. Home of your Purcellville Cannons, currently trailing 2-0 against the Winchester Royals. Blake McMillan's still at the plate. Slated batters at the top of the fourth are Connor McGinnis, Jack Mosh, and Peyton Ebbing. So far, Connor McGinnis has only seen a pitch in the first inning with a walk to first.
McGinnis, part of a national championship team at the JUCO level this year at Blinn Community College. Kind of known more for their football team. I think that's where Cam Newton went back in the, I guess it's back in the day now. It's been over a decade.
As we see the first pitch right down the middle. Beautiful pitch there by McGinnis. McMillan pitching to McGinnis. McMillan delivers, wastes no time for another strike on the outside corner. Quickly 0-2 count. McMillan gets his call. Delivers, gets a piece of it. McGinnis gets it over. Ski Kono hits it right back over to first to get McGinnis out at first. An easy cleanup there for Ski Kono.
Now batting, second baseman, number 31.
Now batting will be Jack Mosh, number 31, second baseman. Mosh at his last appearance at the plate was at the top of the first, where he hits it over to Jake Slade, who got him out. As McMillan lines up, delivers, shows bunt, pulls back. Ball one. Slade steps inside McMillan. Jake stepped inside just for the bunt showing. Bring him inside onto the grass as 2-0's the count. McMillan delivers, strike one. As I am loving the interaction with the chat today so far on our channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love all the Cannons fans around here and internationally. As 2-1's the count, McMillan delivers. Called a ball, looked like a strike from up here, but we obviously can't see what Dwight Godwin sees, but 3-1's the count. Here for Jack Mosh. Mosh fouls it backwards. Full count.
If we didn't have that Eddie, you would have had your dream there of catching a foul ball.
One day it's going to go over the net and somehow come into here, and I'm just going to be so ecstatic about it. 3-1, 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung and he missed. Mosh went for the mash and instead got struck out swinging.
Now batting, catcher, number 4. Peyton
Now Peyton Ebbing stepping to the plate. Last at bat hit it into left field. Bounced right between Slade and Shin Inouye to get to first base and gets out at second. McMillan delivers, strike one. McMillan wastes no time between his pitches. As he delivers again, swung, and it's flown over to Shin Inouye on the ground. He's going to throw it over to first. David Sorg takes care of business. We saw 3 batters and 3 outs there thanks to Shin Inouye, David Sorg, Ski and Kono, and Blake McMillan's pitching. 2-0. Your Royals are losing. Your Royals are winning against the Cannons. We'll be right back to bring you to the bottom of the 4th.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, home of your Purcellville Cannons, currently trailing 2-0 against the Royals. Victor Figueroa stepping up to the plate. Slated batters are Jake Slade and David Sorg after that. Mike Lane still on the mound. As Lane delivers strike 1. Last at bat for Figueroa was a strikeout swinging for the DH as Lane delivers again, ball 1. Figueroa, swing of the bat, hits it over to the shortstop, Jack Mosh, who's going to easily throw it over to Jalen Hernandez to get Figueroa out to start the 4th. Jake Slade stepping back up to the plate after he hit it over to the shortstop, Connor McGinnis, who got him out at first. Lane delivers. Jake Slade takes a strike. Lane delivers. Strike 2. Slade quickly down 0-2 in the count. Delivers again. Slade's checked swing, safe, ball 1.
A little quick pitch there by Lane, kind of varied up his windup, didn't take the full leg kick, just kind of came straight home, trying to get Slade off guard.
As he delivers again, way high, 2-2 count. Yeah, his velocity even went down. It was only 88 when he didn't kick, 92 when he is kicking. To start the game, it was at 94. As Lane delivers again, Slade gets a piece of it, looking like a fly ball into deep right field. Austin Lafferty tracking it and gets him out into deep right field there. Now David Sorg stepping to the plate. Jake Slade would have loved to see something more there. Unfortunate for him, he's, we're unsure if it's a little bit of a slump or if it's his thumb. We're not sure, but he is still a fantastic third baseman, just struggling at the plate right now, as David Sorg's last at-bat was a strikeout swinging. There's the first pitch, and there's ball 1.
Sorg didn't look super comfortable against Lane his first time up.
Delivers again, inside, ball 2. Lane winds up, delivers, soar, gets a piece of it, flying into left field. Looking like Landon Bruce is going to take the piece of it, and he does. And that's 3 batters seen and 3 outs for your Purcellville Cannons. Still down 2-0 against the Winchester Royals. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th inning.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, folks, home of your Purcellville Cannons, currently trailing 2-0. New pitcher on the mound for the Cannons. Here to tell you all about it in the next 2 innings of play-by-play, my partner, Jeremy Huber.
Thank you much, TJ, as it's Ja Acevedo, the 5'11", 205-pound lefty junior from Maple Park, Illinois, out of Elgin Community College. Acevedo on the season this year, 1-0 record, 3.00 ERA in 4 games, all in relief. Ja's pitched 3 total innings, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. His last outing came against Strasburg. That was earlier this week in the 9-5 loss. Pitched an inning, allowed a hit, no runs, struck out 1 as he faced 5 batters. He'll face 9, 1, and 2, Bruce, Wall, and Gonzalez, as the Cannons, with their 3rd pitcher of the night after Daniel Quintana started, worked 2 innings and a batter in the 3rd. Blake McMillan came in to finish off the 3rd and the 4th. And now Acevedo on for the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch, as that's in for a strike to Bruce. Bruce, first time up. Grounded into a fielder's choice, and then was picked off of first base. Hoping for some different results this time around. Acevedo delivers, as that will miss outside for a ball. Count goes to 1-1.
Ja Acevedo last night also hit. He had an at-bat and he got a hit and got a single from it. He likes to think of himself as a 2-way.
Here's the 1-1. That's ripped down the line. Going to be fair. Could be extra bases as Smith gets it at the corner. Gets it in quickly and a quick stop. Throws off line. Gono had to chase it down, but Bruce, after a wide turn, hustles back. He'll settle for the single as a leadoff man again on for the Royals here in the top of the 5th inning.
What an absolute chuck that was by Jaquan Smith. That guy has a, not to use this as a pun, but a cannon for an arm.
Good throw into second base to keep the runner there. He was thinking extra bases. Here's Shanley Wall. He'll take the breaking ball for a strike. Acevedo, left-handed thrower. Delivers the 0-1. It's hit out to center field. Gupton coming on. He's going to slide. It gets by him. Not that far, as he'll get it in quickly. Luckily, a bit of a dying quail out there as Gupton tried to slide and make the catch. Couldn't do it, but the ball did not squirt away too far, and the Royals will have back-to-back singles.
Gupton, unfortunately, leaving July 1st. The Cannons, he's got called home for his new Samford team. So we only get a couple more games of Guppy out there. But I think I've said this before about Ja Acevedo, one of the nicest guys I've ever met. A guy who will sit down and talk to any single person who comes his way and tries to learn from every single conversation he has.
Acevedo has bunt shown and strike called as Gonzalez pulled it back, but Dwight Godwin said it was a strike. Right now, looks like the Cannons going to try to leave Slade at third base, charge Sorg, but of course the lefty on the hill, a tough play. If Gonzalez can get that bunt down on the third base line, he'll try it again. This time he bunts it foul. And so quickly an 0-2 counts as Gonzalez in the hole.
Ja would love to get a strikeout here so they can set up for a double play after. If that's what they can, if Ja gets a strikeout here, he's going to be ecstatic about how he's playing and makes up for the first 2 hits that he was now allowed.
Gonzalez try and get a productive out here at the very least.
It's right over home plate.
Here's the 0-2, and that is in the dirt. Madliak smothers it, keeps it in front. Count goes to 1-2. Gonzalez out of Iona. You can see hints of that in his shoes and helmet. It's a very, very dark maroon, but it's there. Gale's colors. 1-2 pitch. That'll miss up high. Count goes to 2-2. As Gonzalez trying to work his way back. Last night, Gonzalez 2 for 5 in that contest against the Cannons. Acevedo trying to get the first out of the inning. His Cannons trailing 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. That's low, kicks away. Madliak keeps it in front enough that Bruce decides to not chance it and give the Cannons an out. But after an 0-2 count, Acevedo has missed with 3 straight pitches and now in danger of walking the bases loaded.
I think that shows why Bear Madliak was one of the front runners for the Buster Posey Award. He smothers, he gets in front, he doesn't allow it to get by him. He's really talented behind that plate.
Acevedo comes set. Now he'll step off and get a new set of signs. Ja comes set again and delivers. That'll be fouled away. And we'll do it all over again. On deck is Jalen Hernandez. Hernandez homered last night. He's got a little bit of pop in the bat, so you'd prefer and I pitched to him with the bases loaded. But Acevedo's got to find a way to get an out after giving up back-to-back singles. 3-2, runners go. That'll be hit to shortstop. Only play will be at first base, and they get the out as Acevedo kind of let those runners get running leads, and instead of a possibility of a double play ball, they get the productive out. As now 2 runners in scoring position for Jalen Hernandez.
Jalen Hernandez stepping to the plate, but double play opportunities here with a man on second. No?
First base open, so no double play chances. Much tougher. Here's the pitch, and that'll be in there for a strike as the Cannons bring the infield in.
Yeah.
Cannons will try to cut the run off at home. 7 hits already for Winchester. No hits for the Cannons. Here's the 0-1. That's low as Madliak smothers it. Cannons come into this one at 10-7 after their win in the suspended game earlier today. Winchester at 6-12. Talking to Mike Smith before the game. And got a couple impact players coming in from a couple of big schools. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball will miss inside. Remember, Hernandez had some words with Dwight Godwin after his last at-bat where he struck out. Also has an RBI double, brought in the first run of the game for the Royals. Acevedo delivers the 2-1. That's a big swing and a miss for strike 2.
Hernandez going for the fences.
Good place to do it here at Fireman's Field. 310 down the right field line, 340 to the right center power alley. Cannons again have the infield in. Acevedo looking for the strikeout. 2-2. That'll miss outside. Another nice block by Madliak as that one was spiked. Now the count will go full with a base open at first base.
That's Madliak's second time using his chest to put a ball down.
Probably more than that. Been a couple times today.
Maybe,
He's been in front of it.
But he is not afraid to just throw his body on top of one of those breaking outside balls to make sure no one advances.
It's catcher's jobs. They call it the tools of ignorance. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that again is low as Acevedo looks back at that landing area that has been a trouble for so many pitchers over the last week, and he now has the bases loaded and a tough customer coming up in Jack Hay.
Now that fielder, number 13, Jack Hay.
Jack Hay coming out of college. Is this his first game in the summer league? I'm seeing no stats on him. After hitting one to Slade in the first and getting out from Shin in the third.
Here's the pitch, and that will miss inside. You may be right.
He also is undecided for his college as of right now.
Previously at Alabama State.
Yeah.
Here comes the 1-0 from Acevedo. As that'll be fouled back. Cannons go back to double play depth. Corners up. Middle infield and midway. Previously, Hay was at Alabama State. One of the strongholds of Mike Smith, the Winchester coach over the years when he was with the Cannons. Got a lot of solid players from the Hornets. Here's the 1-1, as that will be low, so the count goes to 2-1. Aiden Adams, I believe, warming up in our bullpen.
Yes, he is.
So Brett Fuller really was hoping to come out of today. Obviously really wanted to get the suspended game, as it was really a game in the Cannons' favor. But would love to get this one, too. 2-1 pitch. That's going to be hit to second base. Second for one. Over to first base is not in time as Hay hustles it out. And that'll bring in a run. As in from third comes Bruce. And now the Royals up 3-0 here in the top of the fifth. Not hit hard enough as the Cannons tried to turn two to end the inning, as Brett Fuller, I don't know exactly if he's talking to himself, trying to calm down his players, riding the umpires, but he'll head back over after a quick word with his bench, and that'll bring up Austin Lafferty with runners at first and third. Here's the pitch. That'll be dribbled down to third base as it'll be let go foul by Slade. Smart play as everyone will head back with an 0-1 count.
Lafferty has failed to see a home run this season, but has an RBI of 11. 11 walks, a stolen base, 9 runs with 14 hits. Batting .341 so far this season. Not a guy you want to see with people on the corners.
Already had that RBI double for the second run of the game against the Cannons back in the first. 3-0 lead for the Royals. Acevedo delivers and misses way outside for a ball. Now, Jack Hay, we talked about him, his background at Alabama State. I was looking up earlier. 3 for 3 on stolen bases this past year. So, again, not a lot of stolen bases, but guy knows when he can take the bag and was good at swiping it, as that will be on the inside corner. A delayed strike call by Dwight Godwin. So Lafferty, instead of having it 2-1, now 1-2, as Acevedo tries to end this inning. Acevedo delivers the 1-2. That is hit out to right center field. Could be trouble. Gupton going back. Now Freeman, and Freeman makes the catch at the warning track in front of the scoreboard. So Lafferty gave it a ride to the easiest place to put it out in the park, but it stays in, and it stays a 3-0 lead for the Royals. They pick up one. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. Bottom 3 in the order for the Cannons, Smith, Gupton, and Kono here in the bottom of the 5th. As showing bunt and pulling it back for a ball is Jaquan Smith. First time up, Jaquan walked, then stole a base, was left at second. Here's the 1-0, and that will be outside for ball 2. Michael Lane remains on as the pitcher for Winchester. Here's the 2-0. That will be on the outside corner for a strike. Smith 1 for 3 last night. Here's the 2-1, as that will miss for ball 3.
Lane, a guy who's typically going to go 4 to 5 innings or so for great quality ball.
3-1. That's off the plate, and for the second time tonight, Jaquan Smith is on via the base on balls.
And Jaquan Smith will take that every day of the week because he, as we've said, has that speed. He just needs to be on base, and he can take off. He's a threat once he's there. Same thing with Guppy.
Here's Michael Gupton. Gupton has throw over and Smith back in. Despite his speed, Gupton not much of a bunt threat.
No.
He's a guy that gets up there to swing it.
Also because of how strong he is. I mean, this guy is jacked for the people who don't know at home.
Here's the pitch as Gupton takes the breaking ball in for a strike. Around last night, some of the announcements about his commitment to Samford and some of the videos of him running the 60.
Yeah, oh my
how
gosh.
fast, just pulling away from the kid who was in the heat with him. But
it's not even fair. When I watched that, it's just, oh. It was mean to have someone run with him.
0-1 as Gupton with a weak swing. Thought about it halfway through, decided to hold up and did not. So Mike down 0-2. 3-0 Royals lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cannons yet to have a hit as Michael Lane has held them in check. Lane out of Delaware State. 12 appearances earlier this year. Throw over again, and Smith stumbled a little bit trying to get back into the base. Able to get there, though. 3 starts for Lane this year. 27 2/3 innings pitched for the Hornets. 6.51 ERA. Here's the 0-2 as Gupton will dribble it down to third base. Could be trouble. Throw over and in time. Strong arm from Bruce to get the speedy Gupton for the first out of the inning as Smith moves down to second base. Here comes Ski Kono, and Bruce playing way back as Kono took a quick look. This might be a bunting situation for the Cannons. And instead, Kono swings away for strike one. Kono coming off a 3-for-3 night last night. Today is first time up. A ground out to short. Smith dancing off second. Here's the pitch, and Kono again fouls it the other way, right past third base coach Ridge Fuller, and he's quickly down 0-2.
Excluding Jaquan Smith, the best stealers, or best base stealers on our team really, are some of our bigger guys. Bear, Victor, sometimes Caleb Freeman. But those, excluding Jaquan Smith, those are the big stealers. So let's see if Jaquan can bring it home for.
And stepping off is Lane, with Smith dancing off the bag, looking like he might break, and no one really holding him close to the bag. We'll see if Winchester tries to keep him close or stays where they are. 0-2 as Kono to third base. And going to first is McGinnis for the second out of the inning, as Smith now at third base.
And if I had to choose someone who I needed a base hit from to bring Smith home, I'd probably choose Caleb Freeman on this team. This guy knows when to swing. We've talked about it so often. He is a patient man in that batter's box, as his bat is way down than it used to be.
Here's Lane as he delivers, and Freeman takes a strike. Caleb, first time up, flew out to left field, then was hit by a pitch, erased on a fielder's choice back in the third. Cannon still looking for their first hit. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside from Lane. Count goes to 1-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside for ball two. Very hot day in Purcellville, but overcast skies now with the sun setting. Dropping the temperature a little bit. Here's 2-1. That'll miss high and away, so the count goes to 3-1. Of course, we're in air-conditioned comfort with the windows open, so we're just, wasting resources and such. Here's 3-1. As Freeman takes inside, second free pass of the day, this time a lot less painful as Freeman heads down to first base, and a chance for the Cannons to possibly get themselves back into this game as Inouye coming to the plate, and we'll have a meeting at the mound. We'll see if the Royals go to the pen or whether they will let Lane, who's yet to allow a hit, face Inouye. So it looks like they will leave Lane in, maybe get someone up in the pen. So 3-0, our score.
Here we go, Cannons. Here we go. Here we go, Cannons. Here we go. Here we go, Cannons. Here we go.
And, if I had to choose anyone that was going to get walked, I would choose Caleb Freeman, as I believe that's his 23rd on the season, leading the North and the South Division, I believe. Now with this 23rd walk, he's now leading the entire league in walks because he is a picky swinger, and that's exactly how he should be. It's why his batting average is good, and it's why he, is considered such an elite hitter by so many of his teammates.
And you don't see that a lot at summer ball. Guys are trying to get hits, get good numbers, but Freeman has done a great job this year of just being patient at the plate. So runners at first and third, Inouye at the dish, as he will hit one out to right center field. That one's going to be down. One run is in. Freeman is streaking around. He's coming around third base. They're going to send him home. Throw coming to the plate. He will slide, and he is safe. And a two-run double for Shin Inouye has the Cannons right back into this one. It's now Winchester 3, Purcellville 2 in the bottom of the fifth.
What a hit by Shin Inouye, and what a run by Caleb Freeman, sprinting as hard as he could to slide all the way in. Exactly what the momentum shift that we needed as Cannons. It's now a one-run game with 2 outs. This is when we thrive, when there's 2 outs. For some reason, this is when the Cannons tend to play best.
Right now, Bear Madliak with a chance to tie this one up. All he needs is a base hit, likely with 2 outs, as Shin will be off on contact. Bear takes breaking ball for strike 1. So Winchester might have kind of got caught, not ready for the situation, as it got away from Lane, as Bear will hit it out to center field. Looks like it's playable, but it's going to drop in for a base hit. Shin coming around, and he will score on the RBI single from Bear Madliak, as Wall couldn't make the catch. Cannons tied up with 3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
And you have to ask yourself, why do we go through this trouble to play the way we started this game when we can play at the heights that we're playing at this inning? Victor Figueroa stepping up to the plate. So far, an unproductive day. Let's see if he can change it with a man at first with all this momentum shifting in the Cannons' way.
Yeah, tiring Lane. Let's see if Victor had one that he thought he could jump on there, but unable to get it off the ground, and it will be strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Figueroa takes outside for a ball. Here comes the 1-1. Here it is. Figueroa able to hold up, as Dwight Godwin will appeal. Of course, Matt Van Paris behind the pitcher in the 3 umpire alignment, so he has no angle either. Here comes the 2-1. Lane delivers. Figueroa rips it. It'll be in for a base hit. Madliak will cruise into second base and stay there. Ball pops away for a second, but Madliak will stay stuck on the bag, and now the Cannons have it rolling, as that's their 3rd straight hit, and Jake Slade coming up with a chance to give the Cannons the lead. And it looks like Ebbing will go out, and this will likely be a time-wasting meeting, as they're going to try and get someone warm quickly with things rolling a little bit. Ebbing will give his pitcher a pat on the backside and slowly walk home. And let's see if the Royals will let their right-hander face another pitcher. So coming into this inning, Cannons did not have a hit. They've got 3 now, 3 runs as well. We've got a tie ball game at 3-all. Winchester getting back to their positions. I think the outfielders thought it'd be a longer conference than it was. Slade takes the breaking ball high for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Jake takes high for ball 2. Things have unraveled on Lane here. 4 straight batters have reached. 2-0. Big swing and a miss, and a throw down to first base as Figueroa flops his way back in and will dust himself off.
And how you know that Mike Lane is starting to get a little tired is that he was starting this game throwing his fastball at 94 to 95 miles an hour, now sitting at just 89, as the umpires will have a little meeting.
You have to wonder if there's possible interference being called here. Maybe caught him on the backswing and then throw down to first base. That'd be a heck of a way for the Cannons to see the inning end. Normally you expect that on the throw down to second. No runners going, and Dwight Godwin, after whatever the discussion was with Matt Van Paris and Jim Clayton, they will play on here. Scott Jenkins, the pitching coach, out there trying to get a little word with Dwight Godwin. Whatever it is, Cannons will have a 2-1 count on Slade. Runners at second and first, 2 outs, tie score, 3-3. Cannons already with 3 runs in this inning. Hold by Lane. Here's the pitch. Slade swings at one up in his eyes for strike 2. Lane going to try and clean up his mess here. get out of this inning. 2-2. Slade takes, and that is strike 3. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Cannon's rally ends there, but they tie it up with 3 runs. The 2-run double by Inouye and the RBI single by Madliak. Brand new ball game. We head to the top of the 6th. It's 3-3 Royals and Cannons.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com.
Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school Home Run Derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. New pitcher on the hill for the Cannons in this ball game. It's Aiden Adams. Adams making his 6th appearance of the year, all in relief. 3.97 ERA for the lefty and 11 1/3 innings pitched. 13 hits, 6 runs, 5 of those earned, 7 walks, 11 strikeouts, 2-0 record for Adams on the campaign. Aiden, the 6-foot, 200-pound junior lefty from Bryan, Arkansas, San Jacinto North and Tarleton State. Spent 2023 with the Cannons last year, 4 appearances, 3 starts, 12 innings pitched, 6.75 ERA, 0-1 record for Adams. So he has definitely improved on his marks this year. He'll look to keep the Cannons in a tie ball game, as we'll see Connor McGinnis, Jack Mosh, and Peyton Ebbing, the 6, 7, 8 batters for the Royals here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch, and that will miss low for a ball. Looks like we have a defensive replacement, as it'll be Matthew Albritton now playing first. So David Sorg removed, as that'll be hit the other way. Dying, will anyone get to it? Smith has to play it on the hop. Traps it, as that ball fell in. Handle shot just found an area. Gets down, so the Royals have a leadoff man on here in the top of the 6th inning.
Aiden Adams played just the other night, came in and really helped out the Cannons, got us out of a bad situation and pitched the rest of the night. The mustachioed man, as he likes to say it to himself as he strokes his mustache beforehand, is a great pitcher.
Now up for the Royals, it's Jack Mosh. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, and it will go foul, as it looked like it was going to easily go foul, then hit a patch of dirt and stopped for a second, but kept rolling, and Slade picks it up. So Mosh trying for the bunts with Slade playing in anyway and couldn't get it down. So he'll head back to the plate with an 0-1 count. McGinnis over at first base on the single and dropped in short left. Here's your 0-1. That's low. As nice pick by Madliak.
Aiden Adams currently tied for the highest pitching leader for wins in the entire North Division if he can get the win today.
Here's the 1-1, hit to shortstop, and it's going to get over the glove of Inouye. Was trying to get over, and the hop at the wrong time, and that will be a big mistake for the Cannons. Inouye was playing up the middle, tried to get over there, and expected one hop, got another, and was moving. It'll be an error. E6 on Inouye, and that changes things around. Possible double play ball instead now. A great scoring chance for the Royals, as Ebbing will come to the plate with runners at the corners. So Adams in a tough spot, throws over it. Does he pick him off? He does. Caught him leaning again as Mosh getting his lead, and just the quick throw over, tag put on, and that's a big, big out for the Cannons as they retire one here with the pickoff at first base.
What a play by Aiden Adams, quickly reacting, seeing how he was sitting.
Here's the pitch. It's grounded to third base. Check the runner, throw over, and the Cannons will get the outs. And now Winchester might be in danger of stranding that runner at third base as Ebbing retired 5-3.
And, you know, Jake Slade didn't want to make the same mistake that the catcher made the other night. Not checking your runners can be a critical error with a man on third. So Jake Slade made sure to do a double take, make sure he wasn't trying to sneak off before he threw over to first.
Number 9 hitter Landon Bruce, fielder's choice and a single, came around to score after the single. He'll take high for ball one. Big chance for the Cannons to get out of a situation that looked like it would be an easy way for the Royals to take the lead. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball in for a strike. Bruce 1 for 3 last night. Had a double and an RBI in that 10-3 Royals win over the Cannons. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike two. That was the first win for the Royals over the Cannons this year. Of course, a 3-1 record for Purcellville against Winchester this season after their win earlier today in the completion of the suspended game. That's on the outside corner for strike three. Aiden Adams pumped up as Dwight Godwin rings him up. Bruce down on strikes. Cannons get out of the jam. It's still 3-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com.
Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a two-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. Welcome back as we have a new pitcher on for Winchester. It is the right-hander Vincent Dolchamaccio out of Baldwin Wallace College, a senior from Los Angeles, California. 6 foot, 195 pounder, as he will see for the Cannons Matthew Albritton in for David Sorg, then Jaquan Smith, Michael Gupton. 3-3 game here in the top of the bottom of the sixth inning, excuse me. Michael Lane was cruising, 4 no-hit innings, but then as the pitch comes in and Albritton fouls it away, Cannons with 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th on a 2-run double by Shin Inouye and an RBI single by Bear Madliak. Shimashio delivers, and that off-speed pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. 0-2. That'll miss way outside, so count to 1-2.
Vincent Dolamascio, really far from his hometown here, all the way out from California.
1-2 pitch, that's fouled back.
Playing in the random summer league in Virginia. I guess it's not random. I guess we're one of the bests.
Yeah, trying to get best innings he can see. Yeah. And Baldwin Wallace, here's the 1-2. As that's a swing and a miss. Tag applied by Ebbing. Dolcimaccio with out number 1 via the strikeout on Albritton in for Sorg.
Left fielder number 9, Jaquan Smith.
Here's Jaquan Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Smith has reached base twice via the walk. Came around to score the first run of the game for the Cannons as he will foul this one away. Here's the 0-1, and that will miss off the outside corner for a ball. Count goes to 1-1. That'll be hit to second base, and could be close, but making the play is Mosh just in time to get the speedy Smith by a step and a half for out number 2. Here's Michael Gupton. Gupton, pair of groundouts. One back to the pitcher, one to third base. As he will smoke one out to center field. Wall going to get over his head. One hops off the wall. Gupton trucking around. He's thinking 3, and now he'll stop and get back to second base. As Gupton smoked that ball right at Wall. That's the hardest ball for that center fielder. That smoked line drive coming right at you. Did not see it well, and luckily for him, only 2 bases for Michael Gupton.
I mean, and if you're Shanley Wall, what are you supposed to do there? There's just nothing. It goes right above you. You can't jump up for it. And if you're any other player here, you can't get Michael Gupton out that fast. They're lucky he got only 2.
Here's Kono, number 9 hitter. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a pair of ground outs to short. Shows bunt, puts it down, and it is going to stay fair, and they will pump fake it, and Gupton comes home. He's going to be safe at the plate as they throw the ball away. Kono down to second base. A little bit of Keystone Cops there as Ebbing made the smart play. Wasn't going to throw it down to first. He pump faked. Gupton came around, was off the bag. They throw it back to third base. Mike figured, you know what? I got my speed. Let me give it a shot. He comes home, and we saw a bit of a panic throw. It goes high. Good throw has him at the plate. Instead, the Cannons have the lead at 4-3.
Not even what Ski was trying to accomplish himself, but instead gets there and gets a great play, and that's going to be remembered as one of those fundamental mistakes that could change an entire game.
Freeman going to try and make it hurt even worse as that will miss inside. So an E5, error on Bruce on the throw.
Really?
So the bunt base hit, but then the error will score Gupton as Freeman with a big swing and a miss for a strike. And then Kono advances on the throw. But the bunt, such a weapon. You see it kind of dying away from the game, but it can really make it hurt for teams. As Ski bluffs, that'll be on the outside corner to Freeman for strike 2. Counts at 1-2 with 2 outs. Purcellville with the 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. After the bunt base hit by Kono, then the throwing error allows Gupton to score. 1-2 as Freeman takes high, evens up the count at 2-2.
I think Michael Gupton might be the last person I want to see running at me full speed from third base to home. That is a dude who is built like a truck.
Here's your 2-2, and Freeman takes low for ball 3. So count to 3-2. Kono will not be off on the pitch. No one behind him, no force. But on contact, he'll be taken off. Long hold. Here's your payoff pitch as Freeman will be hit by the pitch, so Kono can advance. But Freeman goes to first, and now Shin Inoue, after his big 2 RBI double to start things off for the Cannons scoring-wise, has a chance to extend this lead. Second time tonight, Freeman's been hit by a pitch.
Yeah, you think Freeman wakes up with like bruises on him from this? He just got hit by a pitch in this exact same spot, I think, too, in that upper shoulder.
Here's the pitch as Inoue way out in front of the breaking ball, only 74 from Dolcimaccio. Here's the 0-1, and that's rocked down the line, but well foul. And now Inoue will be down 0-2. Dancing off second base is Kono. 0-2 pitch, and Inoue the other way. It's bounces away, and no play at first base, and a tough inning for Bruce continues, as it was an easy double play to get the out, but it bounces off his chest, and now the Cannons have the bases loaded, still with 2 outs, and a chance to really blow this one open as Bear Madliak is coming to the plate.
Madliak, a guy who's got a lot of power. He's a big hitter, and he is not afraid to use it. He will swing if he sees something he likes. It might just be a hard night to recover for the Rebels if he gets a pitch that's a little too soft for him.
Madliak comes in hitting .350. Here's the pitch, and that'll be on the outside corner for a strike. Bear with only 1 extra base hit so far this year, a double. Does have 6 RBI coming into the game, has 1 more today. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside. Nice block by Ebbing. Keep it from the backstop and keep another run off the board. Dolcimaccio came on with the game tied, got the first 2 outs of the inning, and then things started to unravel with the Gupton double. Here's the 1-1, and a big swing and a miss by Bear makes it 1-2. Gupton, a play that could have been made, but hit right at wall, had trouble reading it. Always a tough play for the center fielder. Then the Kono single on the bunt, and the bad throw let the run score. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's way outside. Count goes to 2-2. Then Freeman hit by a pitch. Then Inoue reaches on an error by the third baseman Bruce, his second error of the inning. And here's the 2-2. Madliak will pound it foul, and everyone will head back to their base. Madliak back in. Dolcimaccio will work out of the windup. Runners looking at a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Madliak goes after one outside, and Dolcimaccio ends the inning with the bases loaded for the Cannons, but they bring in the run as Gupton scores on the bunt, then the throwing error. Cannons have the lead 4-3 as we head to the top of the 7th inning.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball. And if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a two-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. Aiden Adams stays on for the Cannons. Purcellville with a 4-3 lead to bring you the next two innings of play-by-play. Here's my partner, TJ D'Onofrio.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. The slated batters that Aiden Adams is supposed to see today is 1, 2, and 3. Shanley Wald, Jason Gonzalez, and Jalen Hernandez. As your Cannons in this last inning took the lead 4-3, left 3 men on base, bases loaded. Bear Madliak struck out swinging. Aiden Adams delivers the first pitch just outside in that bottom corner. Ball 1. Aiden Adams gets his read, takes a breath, delivers way low, bounces off home plate, 2-0. Jaw delivers, swing, and he made contact, goes right over to the first baseman replacement, but who tossed it over to Aiden Adams on first instead of tagging him out himself, gets the out. Matthew Alberton makes a risky play there, throwing it back to Aiden Adams. Ended up working out for him. That was a bit of a scary play there. I mean, Matthew Alberton really should have just gone on the tag himself, instead threw it over to Aiden Adams, who was luckily there to get the out. So that means there's one out in this inning so far, folks. As Aiden Adams delivers against the next hitter, Jalen Hernandez takes a ball. Jason Gonzalez, their designated hitter so far today, had a single as Aiden Adams delivers straight down the middle, Broadway with 90 miles an hour, 1-1 count. Got to first base and then stole second on a wild pitch, got all the way home, struck out in the third, and got to first with a walk and struck out at second in the fifth. Jason, 1-1 count, swings and misses 90 miles an hour straight down the heart of Broadway again, 1-2 count. Aiden Adams finds his sign. Delivers the 1-2, swings, fouled off behind. One, two's the count here for Gonzalez. Aiden delivers, swings, and he misses contact fully. Strike out swinging against Jason Gonzalez for Aiden Adams. Now Jalen Hernandez steps up to the plate. His day so far, he had a RBI double in the first, got to second, and ended up scoring there. Struck out in the third, and got to first in the fifth. And got out at second in the fifth. It was a walk that led him there. Aiden Adams delivers a strike on him. Adams delivers again. Just inside on that corner, 0-2 count for Aiden Adams here. Adams has been a reliable relief pitcher here for the Cannons, coming in, being an absolute stud, coming in to close games, get wins. And that's what he's done with this 0-2 count, quickly ahead, wildly off there. Hits the ground before it even reaches home plate. That's ball 1.
Yeah, Adams has really been good, just kind of confident and staying, even though the walk totals are a little higher. It feels like anytime he needs to throw a strike in a situation, he has been, especially lately.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
we saw it even against the Rebels, came in a really tough situation, ended up pitching 5 innings, and really came in clutch and brought the Cannons into the game with that 10-5 win as Aiden Adams delivers, swings, and he misses. Aiden Adams saw 3 batters and saw 2 strikeouts and an out at first. That means your Cannons lead 4-3 at the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back after this break.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, folks, home of your Purcellville Cannons, where they currently lead 4-3 against the Royals, I apologize. New pitcher on the mound for the Winchester Royals, Lucas Chantris out of FIU, a Cannons favorite, as we have many players currently from there and past, including the 2-time MVP Ryan Guida. Chantris on the campaign so far, ERA of 14.29, 5.2 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 9 walks, allowed 3 hits, has allowed 10 runs with 9 of them being earned. Stands just at 6'1", 188 pounds, the lefty pitcher from Miami, Florida. He's slated to see Victor Figueroa, Jake Slade, and Matthew Alberton. At FIU, Lucas Chantris was a redshirt freshman, as we see his first pitch outside, ball 1. In 2024, he had an ERA of 13.5 with just 1 appearance, 0.2 innings pitched. As he delivers strike 1, 1-1 count here for Chantris. Delivers, Figueroa swings and misses. That's strike 2. Delivers again, strikes out Figueroa with a little off speed there. He's now slated to see Jake Slade coming in. Slade so far unable to get on base. Unlike him. Let's see if this new pitcher is what we needed to see for Jake Slade to get on base. Lucas Chantris makes quick work out of Victor Figueroa, and he throws his first pitch for a ball to Slade. Lucas delivers. Slade gets a hit of it. Throws it over to second, bounces right into Jack Mosh's hand as he slid to second. Jake Slade means he gets a base hit to first, his first of the night. And a play by Jack Mosh there that was just, if someone was on second, maybe he could have tossed it up, tried to throw it to first, but unfortunately, Connor McGinnis was not on the base for that time.
Yeah, Mosh just put it in his back pocket. Again, well-placed hit by Jake Slade. Got to feel good after he went 0 for last night and was 0 for tonight.
Matthew Albertron tries to pick off Jake Slade. Slade dove for fun.
Yeah, Albritton last time up had that strikeout. Didn't look all that comfortable coming on for Sword. Came on as a defensive replacement at first and then got the at-bat.
Albritton takes ball one. This is Matthews' first ever appearance for the Cannons, I believe.
No, he
No?
played a couple games ago.
Oh, it is just
I think
not
you were
him.
on vacation.
As he delivers, Jake Slade, he fumbled it over, but Jake Slade is out at second. Albritton gets out at first. A double play for the Royals to clean up this inning. That means it's still 3-4 at the end of the 7th. We'll be right back for the top of the 8th.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com.
Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a two-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Purcellville, folks. Home of your Purcellville Cannons here at Fireman's Field, currently leading the Royals 4-3. Still at the plate, Aiden Adams. His slated batters are Jack Hay, Austin Lafferty, and Connor McGinnis. Aiden Adams so far has been taking care of business as usual for him, as he hasn't allowed a run yet against him. Aiden Adams delivers the first pitch, swung, and it's going to be fouled to first base. Oh, 1 count. Adam delivers. Low outside, ball 1.
Third inning of work for Aiden, but a key spot with Hay and McGinnis, two very good left-handed batters at the plate. Would love to see him retire those guys.
As he delivers, Hay gets a piece of it, goes right over to Ski Inaway, throws it over to first, and he's out with plenty of time to spare. There's one of the left-handed batters we were worried about. Let's see Austin Lafferty coming up to the plate now.
Now batting, right fielder, number 35, Austin Lafferty.
Adams gets his sign, delivers. High, ball 1. So far tonight, Austin Lafferty had an RBI double in the first to bring home one runner. Got to third, got stranded there, and has had 2 flyouts after that. As Adams delivers way outside, 2-0 count.
Got some action up in the Cannons pen. I believe Nick Gravel might be up. Interesting to see what they do in the 9th.
As Adams will always say he can go all day, as he delivers ball 3, maybe proving that that's not true when he says it. .3-0 count, only 1 out so far in this inning. Adams delivers, strike 1, put it right in that top corner at 91 miles an hour, just as fast as he typically throws his fastballs after 3 innings of play. He delivers again, way outside and high. He walks Austin Lafferty.
Before the game, we were all up here, and Matt Copley, the pitching coach for the Cannons, I had said to him, you know, the Nationals have a sign at spring training, I don't care how fast you throw ball 4. Well, Coach Copley went and started printing those out to put those up in the bullpen. But situations like that, especially with nobody on base, you want to make sure that guy hits his way on.
Absolutely. As Connor McGinnis steps to the plate, he tries to pick off Austin Lafferty. Bulks.
Gonna be a
Austin
balk.
Lafferty gets to go to second.
They're going to call a balk on Aiden Adams, and that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
So that will move the runner along. Don't have to worry about the stolen base now, as they have a runner in scoring position with only 1 out.
Not an ideal situation here for Aiden Adams, as he is going to try to recollect himself. He pitches just a little high. Ball 1.
McGinnis, dangerous hitter. We talked about him before. He's a guy that really a lot of folks think of the JUCO stats are going to translate, playing at the highest level of it.
As Aiden Adams delivers, swung. It's going out to left field. Jaquan Smith looks like he's all over it. Catches it nice and easily, as he had the jump on it, really. I would say Jaquan Smith, his angles, I think, are what separates him. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. His angles give him so much extra time to get under each ball. And we say he makes things look routine. That might not be as routine as we say. He truly is an athletic beast out there. He's fast. He can hit. Good reads. He's got it all together. As Jack Mosh now at the plate, Adams delivers. Bear keeping it low. Ball 1.
With the big left field here at Fireman's Field, great to have basically 2 center fielders out there tonight.
2 guys that can cover more ground than anyone else, as Adams checks his runners, delivers, gets a piece of it. Looks like it's going to be
foul
ball. It hit his foot. As Peyton Ebbing steps up to make sure he's okay.
Oh, in pitch, pinch runner. This is interesting.
Number 19. Pinch runner.
Pinch runner for Winchester is Cam Harthen. Interesting move, TJ, to bring a guy in really midway at bat.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like you're saying you're not trusting a guy who's been Austin Lafferty, who's had a decent game for you today, saying we want someone a little faster in Cam Harthen. As Adams delivers low outside, ball 2. Cam Harthman is a decent hitter, averaging 214, 42 at-bats, 11 runs, 9 hits, 10 games played. He's an outfielder sitting at 6 foot, 195 pounds, goes to Marshall as Adams delivers, swung, and it's a foul ball outside. 2-2's the count. As we have a couple of guys here on the Cans that go to Marshall, must be familiar with this guy from Cumberland, Rhode Island. Not a deep hitter, more gets RBI, more gets singles, as he has no doubles, no triples, and no home runs so far in the season. As Adams delivers outside, that's a full count here.
Yeah, it's interesting. The only thing maybe thinking he was going to try and steal a base, get to third, maybe get in on a pass ball with the bottom of the lineup coming up, but interesting move. Let's see if Adams can make it all moot.
Adams stops his delivery to check his runner. Keeps him loyal to second, but you would have really thought you would have seen this guy, Cam Harthen, go and steal right away, considering they pinch ran in the middle of someone's batting. As here's the payoff pitch, swung, it's foul outside. We get to do the payoff pitch all over again. Delivers, swings, and he misses. Aiden Adams getting hyped up to get this team out of a dangerous situation with a man on second. That means it's Cannons 4, Royals 3. We'll be right back to bring you the bottom of the 8th.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a two-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school Home Run Derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, home of your Purcellville Cannons, currently leading the Winchester Royals 4-3. Bottom of the 8th, we still have Lucas Chantris in. Bottom of the 8th here, he's faced to see Jaquan Smith, Michael Gupton, and Ski Kono. Jaquan with 2 walks today, including getting home in the 5th inning to start the tremendous run that will be known as this 5th inning. The bottom of the 5th inning as Chantris delivers. Jaquan checks his swing, strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Chantris delivers ball 1 as Jaquan showed bunt. As we know, he's fast enough to bunt it and get to first with room to spare. Chantris delivers. Jaquan bunts it foul. One, 2's the count here, folks. Jaquan steps out of the batter's box, wants to focus on making sure he's getting his rotation right in his wrists, it looks like. As me and him have talked, and that's something he really focuses on as part of his most important part of batting. As Chantris delivers, Jaquan pulls it back, but it's still strike 3, a strikeout for Jaquan Smith. And as I was saying before, me and him have talked about how he believes that that wrist rotation at the end is what pushes the ball into the direction he wants it to go, and he really says that it changes. He knows he's batting well when his wrists are loose and moving versus when they're not. As Gupton steps up to the plate, Gupton, the recent commit to Samford, as he sees the first pitch, way inside, ball 1.
Last time up, Gupton scorched that ball to center.
Scorched is a nice way to put it. It was a flame. As he delivers again, Gupton gets a piece of it, but it's foul. But that could have gone yard if it was anyone
He got
else.
a lot more than a piece of that one. You're right, he pulled it, but he did hit it pretty hard.
That thing, I don't know if that thing's hit the ground yet, honestly. 1-1 count. Delivers, Gupton swings and misses. Gupton clearly wants to go yard here. You can see the way he's swinging, the way his hips, the way he's moving right before for his hip to twist to get full power. He wants it. 1-2 delivers the pitch way inside on the ground, ball 2. 2-2 count.
Entire infield playing back.
Yeah. I mean, they need all the way he hits it and how fast he can run. They need the quick time to recover and try to get him out. But 2-2, here's the delivery. Inside, brings it full. Here's the payoff pitch, folks. Gupton swings, it's foul back. We get to do another one. Here's payoff pitch number 2. Inside, Guppy is going to walk today.
Looks like he's starting to see the ball pretty well tonight. We've seen him have some streaks of strikeouts, but first 2 times up the ground outs and the double. Hit a couple of hard foul balls here and takes the walk.
As Ski Kono steps to the plate, Ski had that huge RBI double or bunt into E5 in the 6th inning. As he delivers strike 1 for Ski Kono there.
Yeah, it was a bunt base hit, and then he went down to second base on the throw home. Gupton kind of picked off through behind him, but they rushed to throw home on error on the third baseman.
Trying to keep Gupton loyal to first and plenty of room to spare. Gupton, not much one for stealing bases so far this year. Has 5. That's Mitsuki Kono. I apologize. I was going to say that's way more than I thought Guppy had. Gupton, not much for stealing bases. Does have 5 this year still. As he delivers low outside, 1-1 count. Has 5 so far this year, but with his speed, you would expect a lot more. Someone who's going to attempt a lot more. Just not one known to do it, as he's going to try to get picked off. It's going to be way outside there. That means Guppy gets 1. He's going for 3. He's got third base. He slides in. He's safe by a landslide, folks. Michael Gupton showing off his speed there from trying to get picked off at first, running all the way to third.
And that's the part of the speed game. I think the coaches have kind of said, hey, you want to bunt? He said, Coach, not really my game. But you look what happens there is if that throws on line by Lafferty, or excuse me, the replacement out there, he's probably out. But because of the Gupton speed, rushed the throw, kind of hurled it, and he gets it under the tag. Again, speed kills, and speed makes people make mistakes because they know they don't have as much time.
Exactly. And Gupton is the definition of speed, as he is no longer wearing a white Cannons shirt. It is now dirt brown all the way around, as Ski Kono has 1-1 still here with only 1 out. Delivers. Kono gets a hit of it. Goes right past all 3, the pitcher, Jack Mosh, and Connor McGinnis to go into the outfield, bringing Gupton home. Ski Kono somehow sneaks one between 3 different players to bring a man home and get a single himself.
Almost looked like dominoes coming down as all 3 guys going after it and just put it up the middle. Really the best place to put it, because with Gupton's speed, he's going to score there as Kono goes up the box, has an RBI and a 2-run lead now for the Cannons.
And the dominoes could not be a better analogy for what that was, as Freeman, who's been hit by a pitch twice tonight and walked 1, steps to the plate. He hasn't gotten a hit yet. As he sees the first pitch, it's a ball. Delivers. Freeman takes a strike with a checked swing. Lucas Chantris back and forth, whether he's throwing pitches and balls and strikes with his pitches, letting some walk and some just pure strikes, as Freeman takes another. 1-2 count. Chantris has a little trouble controlling, as you can tell from his high-speed velocity. As he delivers here, Freeman gets a piece of it. It's foul outside. Chantris, after 3 innings, still pitching over 90. One, 2's the count. Freeman takes a second to collect himself. Chantris delivers way inside. Called a strikeout. Freeman had to turn his body to get out of the way of it, but called a strike. That's strikeout looking for Freeman. As Shin Inoue steps to the plate. Freeman said no words, just walked straight into the dugout. Had nothing to say. Inouye takes a strike in the outside corner. Chantress delivers. Ski Kono taking off. Shin gets a good piece of it. It's going out to deep center field, and it is a fly ball caught by Shanley Wall. A great tracking play. Means Cannon score 1 this inning. 3-5 is the score after 8. We'll be right back to bring you the top of the 9th.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball. And if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at PurcellvilleCannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome to Fireman's Field, home of your Purcellville Cannons, currently leading 5-3 against the Winchester Royals. To bring you the 9th inning, my partner, Jeremy Huber.
Thank you much, TJ. It's Zach Duenas on, looking for his second save of the season. Duenas, one of 4 Cannon pitchers with a 0.00 ERA. Duenas to tap it in 6 games, all relief appearances. 6 2/3 innings pitched. Duenas has allowed just 1 hit. He has walked 4 batters, but he's struck out 14. Again, has that 1 save on the campaign. Zach Duenas is a big man as he checks in at 6'10", 225 pounds, a senior out of Olney, Illinois, and Western Kentucky. 4 games for Duenas at WKU this year. 3 starts, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 11.37 ERA. He walked 8, struck out 7. Opponents hit 444 against him previously at Olney Central Community College in 2022 and 2023. So it will be Peyton Ebbing, Landon Bruce, and Shanley Wall, the scheduled hitters, as that's right down the heart of the plate for strike 1, pop of the mitt at 95 miles per hour. Ebbing so far today, 1 for 3, 2 groundouts and a single back in the second inning. Duenas delivers, and that is swung on and missed for strike 2. Very similar spot to the last time the Cannons and Royals faced off here. That was that suspended game the Cannons won earlier today. 0-2 pitch, that is hit out to center field. Gupton going back. It'll stay in the yard as Mike will make the catch in front of the Valley Drilling sign for out number 1. That'll bring up Landon Bruce. And remember, Cannons had the lead in the 9th inning. We're up by 2, but then the rainstorm hit and a struggle for Bauer Burkhart. Gave up 2 runs, eventually ended up getting ejected. Cannons would see that game suspended, but would win it today as we have a pinch hitter at the plate, as that is going to miss outside. And at the plate right now, it's Marshall Lipsy. Here's the 1-0. That misses up high. Lipsy headed to Florida Atlantic, but previously at Blinn Community College. He's a teammate of Connor McGinnis. part of that national championship team for the Pirates, and he's looking at a 2-0 count here against Zach Duenas. Here's the 2-0. Duenas delivers, swing and a miss for strike one. Lipsy awaits the 2-1. Here it is. That is going to miss outside and high. Count goes to 3-1.
When Duenas first got on the team, they said he had some control issues but had absolute heat for an arm. And so far, he has not had control issues really for the Cannons.
3-1. That's hit out to left center field. Could be trouble, but tracking it and making the catch in the gap is Jaquan Smith.
How does he make it look so simple? The angle, the first step he has to get speed, it is phenomenal out there. I mean, he is a piece of work out there. It is hard for anyone to do something against him out there. It's impressive.
Good outfielder. Jaquan Smith made a few really good plays tonight. That one a big one as it keeps the tying run in the on-deck circle. Here's Shanley Wall. Duenas delivers. That will be on the outside corner for a strike. Cannons, I believe, are looking for their first 2 wins in a day. Here's the 0-1 as that's fouled back. Since 2022, when they took a pair of walk-off wins against Harrisonburg, 4-3 and 2-1 in a scheduled doubleheader on Sunday, July 24th, 2022. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and Wall takes on the outside corner. Shanley Wall can't believe it as Dwight Godwin rings him up, and the Cannons have 2 W's in the books here on Saturday, June 22nd. What a way, TJ, to get yourself back into the win column.
I mean, an absolute beautiful game by the Cannons. Started off rough, had to wait till the 5th inning for their first hit, and gets 3 runs in just that inning alone. A beautiful comeback game for the Cannons. They seem to be a team all about they seem to be comeback kids, because right now we can't get past the first 2 innings without a lot of damage, but come back and make it a game and win.
Totals in this one, Cannons 5 runs, 7 hits, and as TJ mentioned, all of them came after the first 4 innings. 2 errors for the Cannons. Royals 3 runs on 8 hits and 3 errors. Your winning pitcher in this one for the Cannons, it's Aiden Adams, as he came on and pitched 3 scoreless innings of relief, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th, allowing only 1 hit in that span. Losing pitcher Vincent Dolcimaccio, as he gave up that run on the Gupton double and then the Kono bunt for a base hit that ended up being a bad throw home that Gupton scored on to take the lead. The Cannons would add 1 more and get the 5-3 win. That'll do it for tonight. Remember, Cannons back in action tomorrow as they will be down at Front Royal, 7 o'clock start time. Winchester will be at Strasburg. That is a 6 o'clock start for the Express home game. For TJ D'Onofrio, I'm Jeremy Huber saying so long from Fireman's Field. Cannons win, Cannons win, Cannons win 2 today. They beat the Royals 5-3. Good night, everybody.